Wars have shaped the course of human history, leaving indelible marks on our world. Some have left deeper scars than others. As we journey through time, it's important to understand these events, not just as isolated incidents, but as catalysts that have shaped our societies, our politics, and our very lives. Here, we present the top 5 wars that have significantly affected the world. But before we dive into this historical voyage, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, The 5 Facts. At number 5 we have the Korean War, fought from 1950 to 1953. A clash between North Korea, supported by China and the Soviet Union, and South Korea, backed by the United Nations, primarily the United States. This war began as a civil conflict after World War II, but quickly escalated to a full-blown war, dividing Korea into two. It not only devastated Korea but also played a significant role in the Cold War politics, shaping the modern global political landscape. The Korean War, a conflict that still echoes in today's geopolitical tensions. At number 4 we have the Vietnam War, a conflict that spanned over 2 decades, from 1955 to 1975. This war saw North Vietnam, supported by its communist allies, pitted against South Vietnam and its principal ally, the United States. It all started with the belief in the domino theory and a determination to stop the spread of communism. The fallout was immense, leaving Vietnam devastated and influencing global attitudes towards warfare and international politics. The Vietnam War, a war that changed the face of warfare and left a lasting impact on global politics. At number 3 we have the First World War, a global conflict that lasted from 1914 to 1918. This war involved many world powers, divided into 2 opposing alliances, the Allies, including France, Russia and the United Kingdom, and the Central Powers, primarily Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Ottoman Empire. This massive conflict started with the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary, which ignited a chain of events that plunged the world into war. It was a war of trenches, poison gas, and unprecedented casualties. The impact of the First World War was immense. It led to the fall of 4 empires: Russian, Ottoman, German, and Austro-Hungarian. It also led to a significant reshaping of the world's borders, especially in Europe and the Middle East. The war also set the stage for major political changes, including revolutions in many of the nations involved. The First World War, a war that redrew the world map and set the stage for further conflicts. At number 2, we have the Second World War, the most widespread war in history, fought from 1939 to 1945. It involved more than 30 nations divided into 2 opposing military alliances, the Allies and the Axis. The war was triggered by the aggressive policies of Nazi Germany under the leadership of Adolf Hitler. The Second World War was not just a battle of armies but also ideologies. As the world watched in horror, the war's atrocities challenged our humanity, while its innovations redefined warfare. The war's end marked the rise of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers, setting the stage for a new era of global politics. Not to be overlooked is the birth of nuclear weapons. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki introduced the world to the terrifying power of atomic energy, forever changing the nature of warfare. The Second World War, a war that redefined power dynamics and ushered in the atomic age. At number 1, we have the Cold War, a conflict that was not fought with bullets and bombs, but with ideology and influence, lasting from 1947 to 1991. Rising from the ashes of World War II, the world found itself split into 2 spheres of influence. On one side the United States, representing the capitalist West, and on the other, the Soviet Union, carrying the banner of communism. These 2 superpowers, locked in an ideological struggle, defined this era. The Cold War was not sparked by a single event but by a series of escalating tensions. The division of Germany and Berlin, the Truman Doctrine, the Marshall Plan, and the formation of NATO all laid the groundwork for this tense period. The conflict was a global chess match, with each side vying for influence and supremacy. Proxy wars, space races, arms races, and espionage were the order of the day. The world was a stage where the 2 superpowers showcased their power and ideology. The impact of the Cold War was profound. It shaped the political, economic, and social landscapes of the world. The division between East and West, the rise of NATO and the Warsaw Pact, and the proliferation of nuclear weapons all stemmed from this conflict. The Cold War also set the stage for the current world order. With the fall of the Soviet Union, the United States emerged as the sole superpower, shaping the world in its image. The Cold War, a war that defined the world as we know it today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the 5 Facts for more insightful content.